Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and most profitable Lincoln pennies ever struck. The Liberty 1973 Lincoln Penny. A coin that looks ordinary in your hand but has the power to turn into a huge jackpot with a value that can touch $898.958 in today's hot coin market. So get ready, because today's video is going to open your eyes and maybe even change your life if you have one of these pennies hiding in a box, a drawer, or an old piggy bank. The story of the 1973 Liberty Lincoln penny is a story of history, metal, rarity and market demand all coming together in one powerful moment. This coin was struck during a time when America was facing high economic pressure. Coin production was massive but quality control was struggling. That means many 1973 pennies came out with mistakes, weak strikes, doubled letters, or metal problems that today can make them extremely valuable. When you hold a 1973 Lincoln penny, you are holding a piece of pure American coin history. This was a time when copper still dominated the penny world. Yes, these coins were made of 95% pure copper. And copper value alone makes the older pennies stronger, heavier and more beautiful for collectors. But the real magic is not just the metal. The real magic is in the condition and the rare errors. If you have a 1973 penny that looks clean, shiny, full of strong details on Lincoln's face, clear lines on the memorial building and sharp letters "In Liberty and in God We Trust," then you could be holding a high-grade beauty worth much more than 1 cent. Coins that are graded perfect or near perfect have been known to sell for hundreds of dollars, and today in the current hot market some of these have shot up even beyond $898.958. That is why collectors hunt these coins like treasure. But the real surprise comes with the rare errors that make the 1973 penny a true money maker. If you see doubling on the date or on the word Liberty, if the letters look thick or shadowed, if Lincoln's profile looks off, or if the back of the coin shows extra lines in the steps or the columns of the memorial, you may have an extremely rare variety. Some of these have sold for huge amounts. Even coins with minting cracks, die scratches, or off-center strikes can bring high prices in auctions. This is why the 1973 penny is one of the most exciting coins for both beginners and experts. The market today is on fire. Demand is higher than ever. Collectors from all over the world are paying top dollar for strong copper Lincoln pennies. The Liberty 1973 is a strong player in this market. A super high-grade coin can touch prices like $898.958 and even more if the condition is rare and the eye appeal is perfect. The beauty of this coin is that many people still have them at home without knowing their true value. Some are in jars, some in old purses, some in boxes full of old change. And maybe one of those is your golden penny. So today I ask you to take a moment after this video, go through your old coins, check every penny, look closely at the 1973 pennies. Use a bright light, use a small magnifier if you have one, and examine every detail. You might find a treasure worth hundreds of dollars. Do not ignore these coins, because the market is getting hotter every single day and old copper coins are becoming harder to find in beautiful condition. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in the American coin collectors market, the Liberty 1978 Lincoln penny. A small copper coin from the late 70s, but today it is shaking the entire collector community because its value is shooting higher and the demand keeps growing day by day. And the current market value is reaching an eye-opening number, $898.957 for the rare high-grade pieces. Yes, you heard it right, collectors are ready to pay huge amounts when they find the right condition, the right rarity and the right error. So let's begin the journey of the 1978 Lincoln penny, the coin that hides history, mystery, beauty, and unbelievable market value all in one. This penny was struck at a time when America was moving through economic changes, when copper prices were rising, and every coin was becoming more than just money. The design features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. His face represents strength, leadership, and the legacy of the United States. On the reverse, the classic Lincoln Memorial stands proudly, a reminder of American pride and unity. The 1978 penny is among the last years before the big copper composition change that took place in 1982. That makes the 1978 penny even more desirable because it carries the full copper composition that collectors love, admire and chase: the weight, the shine, the style, the historical essence. Everything about the 1978 penny makes it a favorite among coin hunters. But what makes it even more exciting is the fact that certain 1978 pennies can be worth far more than their face value. Some rare pieces in the highest mint state grades, especially clean, sharp and eye-catching coins, have stunned collectors with unbelievable auction results. A single high-grade Liberty 1978 penny can reach the current market value of almost $900. That is exactly why collectors, investors and enthusiasts always keep an eye open whenever they check their old jars, boxes, piggy banks or coin collections. But why does the 1978 penny suddenly hold so much power? The reason is simple. Condition, rarity, and demand. The better the condition, the higher the price. Coins with original mint luster, beautiful surfaces, sharp strike details and no damage can reach premium levels. In today's market, prices rise fast because collectors want the pure copper-era Lincoln pennies before the composition changed in the early 1980s. And the 1978 penny sits right in that desirable zone. But wait, the story does not end there. Some 1978 pennies carry errors, and error coins are the biggest goldmines in the hobby. Off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, die cracks, die chips, weak strikes and other minting mistakes can turn a normal 1978 penny into a treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity and grade. A simple penny from pocket change suddenly becomes a jackpot simply because of a small minting error that makes it one of a kind. Collectors especially look for doubling in the lettering, extra thickness in the date, or unusual marks around Liberty and In God We Trust. These variations can make a huge difference in market value. Whenever you find a 1978 penny, always check it under a light, rotate it gently and inspect the details closely. You never know if you're holding a valuable hidden gem. The beauty of coin collecting is that every old penny has a story, and the 1978 penny carries the story of American history and the rise of copper coin value. When you hold this penny, you are holding a piece of the past that continues to grow in worth today. That is why collectors never ignore the 1978 penny. Its place in the market is strong, its demand is rising and its value keeps surprising even experienced coin traders. Today's market price for certain high-grade pieces can reach $898.957, and that number reflects the growing interest of new collectors and investors. As more people enter the world of coin collecting, coins like the 1978 Lincoln penny continue to rise in value, proving once again that small coins can bring big fortunes. So, if you have old jars filled with pennies, old purses, drawers, boxes or inherited collections, check them now. The Liberty 1978 penny might be waiting for you. And if you find a shiny, clean, sharp detailed piece, you might be holding a coin worth a lot of money in today's market. Stay connected, stay curious and keep searching because your next coin discovery might be worth a fortune. Today I bring you one of the most talked about coins in the world of United States pennies. A coin that changed the history of American minting forever. A coin that collectors chase non-stop. A coin that has shocked auctions with unbelievable prices. This is the legendary Liberty 1982 Lincoln penny. And today we are going to dive deep into its history, its varieties, its hidden secrets, its rare money-making versions, and its shocking current market value that can reach up to $898.956. So get ready because this is going to be long, exciting, and filled with golden information only on USA Coins 1. The year 1982 is one of the most important years in the history of United States pennies. It is the year when American coinage went through a complete transformation. For decades pennies were made of solid copper, but in 1982 everything changed. Rising metal prices forced the United States Mint to switch from heavy copper cents to the new lightweight zinc cents. This was not just a small change. This was a revolution in the world of U.S. coins. And because of this major shift, the year 1982 produced more varieties and more rare combinations than almost any other penny in history. collectors around the world hunt for these 1982 pennies because they come in different types. Some are heavy. Some are light. Some are copper. Some are zinc. Some have large date fonts. Some have small date fonts. And each one holds a different value. This is exactly why the 1982 Lincoln penny can be worth a lot of money if you know what to look for. Think about it. A coin that millions of people ignored for years. A coin lying in drawers, jars, pockets, and coin boxes. A coin that you might have touched hundreds of times growing up. That same ordinary cent can turn into a high-value collectible today because of its unique mistakes, metal differences, and rare minting combinations. Whenever a year comes with confusion and transition, rare treasures are born. And 1982 is the king of transitions. Let me take you deeper into the heart of this amazing coin. Imagine holding a coin that feels heavier than a normal penny. That weight is telling you a story. It is telling you this is the original copper mixed with decades of minting tradition. Now imagine holding another 1982 penny that feels lighter. That lighter weight tells you this is the new generation of zinc cents that took over the American economy. These weight changes did not happen in any other year like this. This is why collectors chase the 1982 penny with passion. Some rare 1982 pennies have become legends. One of the most famous finds is the rare combination of a 1982 copper cent where a copper planchet was accidentally used during the new zinc period. Mistakes like this are what push values higher and higher. A single rare 1982 cent has shocked collectors with unbelievable sale prices. This is why it is called a money maker year. This is why everyone is searching their old penny jars again. This is why USA Coins One is bringing you this deep dive today. Another important detail of the 1982 penny is the design. On the obverse side you see the timeless profile of Abraham Lincoln representing strength, leadership, and American history. The word liberty boldly placed next to Lincoln reminds us of the spirit of freedom that has shaped this nation. The date 1982 sits quietly below Lincoln, but the truth is this date holds one of the most powerful stories in the entire penny series. Turn the coin and you find the classic Lincoln Memorial reverse, a design loved by collectors around the world. Every column, each line, every shadow in the memorial was carefully crafted to reflect beauty and honor. But what makes the 1982 penny stand out even more is that it marks the final period before the penny world changed forever. Collectors love key years. They love transition years. They love anything that breaks the usual pattern. And that is exactly why the 1982 Lincoln penny has continued to rise in interest and market demand through 2025. The coin market is hot and the 1982 penny has become a top target for collectors and investors. It is one of the most searched pennies online. It is one of the most checked coins in loose change. And it continues to surprise people with rare valuable pieces being found even today. Now let's talk about the part every viewer waits for. The market value. The current market price for rare high-grade 1982 Lincoln pennies can go up to an incredible $0.898.956 depending on the variety, weight, errors, and condition. Yes, you heard that correctly. A penny worth less than 1 cent when it was made can now reach hundreds of thousands of dollars if it is the right variety and in the right condition. This is why collectors call it a sleeping giant. A coin that looks simple but holds unbelievable power. In auctions, rare copper transitional 1982 pennies have shocked bidders. Zinc versions with unusual strikes or unusual metal combinations have caused huge excitement. Error coins like double dies, off-center strikes, or wrong planchet strikes can explode in value. Clean, shiny, high-grade coins graded by top coin grading companies also bring strong prices. The world of coin collecting rewards history, rarity, and detail. The 1982 penny has all three. The best part is that many of these high-value 1982 pennies are still out there. They might be sitting in your home right now. They might be in your family savings jar. They might be hiding in old bags, boxes, or forgotten containers. That is why coin hunters from all over the world are searching every single day. And that is why your channel USA Coins 1 keeps bringing you the best, latest and most powerful information, so you never miss a chance to find a treasure. If you want to check your 1982 penny, start by learning the weight difference. Copper pennies weigh more. Zinc pennies weigh less. That is the first major clue. Then study the shape of the date. Large date and small date versions are very important. Then look for anything unusual. A doubled number, a strange strike, weak details, unusual shine, or a ridge that looks slightly off-center. Every detail matters because every detail can turn your coin into a. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and mysterious coins in United States coin history, the Liberty 1983 Lincoln penny, a coin that looks ordinary but carries an extraordinary story of value, rarity, errors, metal changes, discovery, and a current market that continues to shock collectors around the world. So sit back, relax, and get ready, because this journey into the world of the 1983 penny will open your eyes to how much money a simple 1-cent coin can be worth today. Yes, this is the USA Coins 1 special investigation into a coin that many people ignore but collectors absolutely love. The year 1983 was a turning point in American coin production. Just 1 year earlier, in 1982, the United States Mint made one of the biggest changes in penny history. For decades, pennies were made from solid copper, shining with that warm reddish glow, full of weight, and full of American tradition. But rising copper prices forced the mint to change the metal composition forever. So in 1982, the penny was transformed into a new lightweight zinc coin with a thin copper coating. And when 1983 arrived, it became the first full year where the United States Mint produced only the new zinc cents. This change created a world of errors, oddities, surprises, and ultra-valuable coins hiding in the pockets of millions of Americans. The 1983 penny looks simple. On the front, the bold profile of Abraham Lincoln, Liberty on the left, the date 1983 on the right, and the proud American identity shining through the design. On the reverse, the iconic Lincoln Memorial, bold lettering, strong architecture, and the message of a nation carved into a tiny piece of metal. But behind this simple design lives a story worth thousands of dollars. Collectors today search desperately for 1983 pennies because several versions are worth shocking money. First, the famous rare mistake known as the 1983 copper transitional error. Remember, the mint had switched to zinc, but a small number of pennies were accidentally struck using old copper planchets. These rare copper 1983 pennies weigh more, sound different when dropped, and are worth incredible amounts of money. These coins have sold for thousands and thousands of dollars at auctions, sometimes even reaching prices that shock the entire collector community. And people still dream of finding one in their old jars, drawers, boxes, or collections. Next, the 1983 double die obverse, a stunning and rare error where the letters Liberty and the date show strong doubling. These examples have sold for unbelievable prices, proving that even the smallest minting mistake can turn a penny into a treasure. Collectors all over America and across the world hunt for this error because it is rare, powerful, beautiful, and extremely profitable. A genuine 1983 double die obverse can explode in value depending on condition, luster, and sharpness. The 1983 penny also surprises collectors with its high-grade value. Zinc coins scratch easily. They corrode. They bubble. They suffer damage faster than copper coins. That is why a perfectly preserved 1983 zinc penny in mint state condition is extremely hard to find. When collectors see a shiny, crisp, untouched example, they compete fiercely to buy it. Auctions go wild. Prices jump high. And the best part is, anyone alive today might still have a mint condition 1983 penny hiding somewhere without even knowing it. The market for the 1983 penny today is hotter than ever. Collectors everywhere are waking up to the true potential of this coin. The demand is rising fast, values keep increasing, and rare varieties continue to break records. The current market value for top specimens, rare errors, and highly graded examples can reach into the hundreds, thousands, and more. And today's spotlight value for the most desirable pieces sits at an astonishing figure of $898.955, a number that shows just how powerful this little penny has become in the world of United States coin collectors. The truth is simple. The 1983 Lincoln penny is no longer just a small piece of metal. It is a piece of history, a piece of mystery, and a piece of America that tells the story of changing times, changing metals, rare errors, high demand, and endless possibilities for collectors. Every collector dreams of discovering that one special penny that transforms their entire collection, and the 1983 penny is one of those dream coins. So if you are watching this video right now, take this as your sign. Go through your coin jars. Check your drawers. Look inside old piggy banks. Search your small containers, your old wallets, your forgotten boxes. Because the 1983 penny may be hiding in your home this very moment. And if you find the right one, you could be holding a treasure worth far more than you ever imagined. This is USA Coins 1, bringing you the deepest stories, the strongest facts, the hottest coin market updates, and the most exciting treasure hunts in the world of US coins. If you love learning about rare pennies, valuable old coins, shocking discoveries, and high market values, make sure you subscribe, like, and share, because here at USA Coins 1, every coin has a story, and every story can lead to a fortune. Stay tuned for more powerful videos, more rare coin discoveries, and more exciting journeys into the world of United States coins. Thank you for watching, and remember, the next valuable treasure might be sitting right in your hand. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and mysterious coins in United States coin history, the Liberty 1983 Lincoln penny, a coin that looks ordinary but carries an extraordinary story of value, rarity, errors, metal changes, discovery, and a current market that continues to shock collectors around the world. So sit back, relax, and get ready, because this journey into the world of the 1983 penny will open your eyes to how much money a simple 1-cent coin can be worth today. Yes, this is the USA Coins 1 special investigation into a coin that many people ignore but collectors absolutely love. The year 1983 was a turning point in American coin production. Just 1 year earlier, in 1982, the United States Mint made one of the biggest changes in penny history. For decades, pennies were made from solid copper, shining with that warm reddish glow, full of weight, and full of American tradition. But rising copper prices forced the mint to change the metal composition forever. So in 1982, the penny was transformed into a new lightweight zinc coin with a thin copper coating. And when 1983 arrived, it became the first full year where the United States Mint produced only the new zinc cents. This change created a world of errors, oddities, surprises, and ultra-valuable coins hiding in the pockets of millions of Americans. The 1983 penny looks simple. On the front, the bold profile of Abraham Lincoln, Liberty on the left, the date 1983 on the right, and the proud American identity shining through the design. On the reverse, the iconic Lincoln Memorial, bold lettering, strong architecture, and the message of a nation carved into a tiny piece of metal. But today we are diving deep into one of the most exciting, surprising, and shockingly valuable modern pennies that many people walk past without ever realizing its true worth. This is the story of the Liberty 1998 Lincoln penny, a coin that is turning heads in today's market, attracting collectors worldwide, and in rare cases being valued as high as $0.898-$0.954 depending on grade, condition, and hidden errors. Yes, you heard that right. This small copper-plated coin can be worth a massive amount of money under the right circumstances. The 1998 Lincoln penny comes from the Denver Mint, a place known for producing billions of coins each year, but in the massive ocean of everyday minting, only a very small number of coins survive in perfect untouched condition. Even fewer show mysterious striking errors, off-center details, doubled features, or early die states that make collectors absolutely crazy for them. This is exactly why the 1998 penny has become a surprising star in the modern coin market. Beneath its ordinary appearance lies a huge potential for value and a deep historical story that makes it truly special. To understand this coin, we first look at the man engraved on it. Abraham Lincoln, the symbol of resilience, freedom, and America's fight for unity. His portrait has been on the 1-cent piece since 1909, and the design has carried forward for more than a century because of its powerful meaning. The 1998 penny carries the final years of the classic memorial reverse, the design showing the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, a symbol of honor and strength. This design ended in 2008, which means every memorial cent is becoming more collectible each year as time moves forward. Collectors today look at coins like time travel pieces. A 1998 penny in high grade is a piece of the past preserved with mirror shine, sharp details, crisp lettering, and a surface untouched by time. If you find one of these in mint state 67 or higher, be prepared, because its market value can skyrocket far beyond what most people ever expect. Some examples have shocked auction houses with extraordinary prices because collectors want the best of the best and will pay whatever it takes to own the highest graded piece. The current market is extremely active. Modern coins are becoming one of the hottest fields in the world of numismatics. People are looking for coins they can still find in pocket change, loose drawers, and old jars at home. Among these modern coins, the Liberty 1998 penny stands out strongly because it has both rarity in top condition and the potential for dramatic era varieties. Some of the most valuable versions include double die obverse examples, weak strike anomalies, die cracks, floating roof varieties, wide AM reverse mix-ups, and even off-center strikes. When these appear in high condition, collectors pay huge amounts for them and the demand continues to increase. Right now the market value for a special example can reach $0.898-$0.954 or even more depending on what makes the coin unique. This number rises sharply when the coin is preserved in perfect red condition, untouched, bright, and glossy. A red grade from a professional grading service multiplies the value instantly because it proves that the coin survived nearly 3 decades without losing its original mint luster. That is incredibly rare and collectors chase it with passion. Imagine opening an old family coin jar and finding a red mint state 1998 penny with a strong strike, bold date, clean fields, and a hidden error. That one discovery could change everything. This is the kind of treasure hunt that inspires millions of collectors and keeps the world of coins alive with excitement. It is not just a coin. It is a silent piece of history, a reminder of the era it was made in, carrying the breath of 1998 in its copper-plated surface. Every day new collectors are entering the market. Prices rise. Auctions break records. And simple pennies become more valuable than ever before. That is why you must always check your change carefully. Look at the date. Look at the mint mark. Look at the surface, the shine, the lettering, and any unusual details that might turn an ordinary cent into. Today we are diving deep into one of the most exciting, surprising, and shockingly valuable modern pennies that many people walk past without ever realizing its true worth. This is the story of the Liberty 1998 Lincoln penny, a coin that is turning heads in today's market, attracting collectors worldwide, and in rare cases being valued as high as $0.898-$0.954 depending on grade, condition, and hidden errors. Yes, you heard that right. This small copper-plated coin can be worth a massive amount of money under the right circumstances. The 1998 Lincoln penny comes from the Denver Mint, a place known for producing billions of coins each year, but in the massive ocean of everyday minting, only a very small number of coins survive in perfect untouched condition. Even fewer show mysterious striking errors, off-center details, doubled features, or early die states that make collectors absolutely crazy for them. This is exactly why the 1998 penny has become a surprising star in the modern coin market. Beneath its ordinary appearance lies a huge potential for value and a deep historical story that makes it truly special. To understand this coin, we first look at the man engraved on it. Abraham Lincoln, the symbol of resilience, freedom, and America's fight for unity. His portrait has been on the 1-cent piece since 1909 and the design has carried forward for more than a century because of its powerful meaning. The 1998 penny carries the final years of the classic memorial reverse, the design showing the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, a symbol of honor and strength. This design ended in 2008, which means every memorial cent is becoming more collectible each year as time moves forward. Collectors today look at coins like time travel pieces. A 1998 D penny in high grade is a piece of the past preserved with mirror shine, sharp details, crisp lettering, and a surface untouched by time. If you find one of these in mint state 67 or higher, be prepared, because it's market value. Today we are diving deep into a coin that still hides golden secrets in its copper body. Yes, today's spotlight shines on the Liberty 2000 Lincoln penny, a small 1-cent coin that millions of Americans spent without noticing, but collectors today chase it with passion because certain rare conditions make it worth an unbelievable amount of money. If you think an ordinary 2000 penny is just pocket change, stay right here, because by the end of this video you will never look at your pennies the same way again. Let us begin with the beautiful story behind this coin. The year 2000 marked the last chapter of the 20th century and the first sparkle of a brand new millennium. The United States Mint produced billions of coins, but among these billions, the Lincoln penny continued to shine as a symbol of history, unity, and American tradition. Since 1909 the Lincoln design remained the longest-running coin design in U.S. history, and the Liberty 2000 penny represents not only a transition of time but a continuation of legacy. The obverse shows the world-famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design created by Victor David Brenner, one of the most iconic images ever used on U.S. currency. The reverse carries the Lincoln Memorial, standing proudly as a tribute to freedom and justice. These details may seem ordinary, but collectors search for sharp strikes, full steps, deep color, clean surfaces, and unique minting errors that transform a simple coin into a treasure. Now let's move toward the heart-pounding part that everyone wants to hear. What is the value? What is the current market? How much money can a Liberty 2000 penny bring you today? The market for U.S. Lincoln pennies is stronger than ever. Collectors all over the world look for high-quality copper-plated zinc examples, and auction prices have gone crazy in the last 2 years. Uncirculated condition Liberty 2000 pennies with perfect luster and almost no marks can sell for incredible amounts. In top grading levels the value has skyrocketed. The current highlighted market value that collectors chase is amazing and shocking. The current value number standing prominently today is $988.953. Yes, a small 1-cent coin is being valued at $898.953 in today's collector market when it appears with the right qualities, and some special error examples go far beyond this number. Imagine a simple penny in your pocket becoming a rare collectible worth hundreds. This is why the Liberty 2000 penny is creating excitement among coin collectors. The reason behind this high market interest is a combination of rarity of certain mint errors, beautiful eye appeal, full sharpness, original red shine, and the emotional value attached to coins minted at the dawn of the new millennium. Some examples with doubled lettering, off-center strikes, die breaks, and rotated dies have sold for unbelievable amounts. Even tiny errors that are almost invisible to the naked eye become powerful when certified by graders. The market is extremely active and collectors are paying high premiums for anything unusual in the 2000 Lincoln penny series. The history of this coin also makes it special. For decades Lincoln pennies were made of copper, but in modern years they are copper-plated zinc, making them more prone to damage, corrosion, and surface spots. This means that finding a flawless 2000 Lincoln penny is harder than expected. A shining red gem example with untouched surfaces becomes a rare beauty. Professional graders reward these qualities with high grades, and each grade jump increases the value dramatically. Collectors love these fully brilliant red examples because they not only hold monetary value but also represent history preserved in perfect condition. The Liberty 2000 penny stands today as a symbol of opportunity for collectors. Every person watching this video right now should check their coin jars, drawers, old piggy banks, and random penny piles because a hidden treasure might be waiting for you. The thrill of coin hunting is not only about money but about the excitement of discovering something rare that millions of people overlooked. And that is why the Liberty 2000 penny has become one of the most talked about modern pennies in the market. Today's coin market is active, fast, and unbelievably competitive. Collectors are ready to pay top dollar for anything unique. The Liberty 2000 penny with strong luster, no spots, clean edges, and mint state appearance can bring impressive returns. The uniqueness of the year 2000 alone adds emotional and historical value. Whenever a coin carries both history and rarity, the market reacts strongly. That is. Today we are diving deep into a coin that looks simple, looks modern, looks like an everyday cent, but its hidden value can shock anyone. Yes, we are talking about the Liberty 2060 Lincoln penny, a coin that millions of people pass through their hands without ever realizing that one special piece among them can be worth a lot of money. And today I am going to tell you everything about it. The history, the background, the minting details, the rarity, the errors, the market demand, and the current trading value, which has now reached an unbelievable $898.952. If you are holding one of these pennies or you ever get one in your daily change, do not ignore it, because you might be holding a treasure without even knowing. The story of the 2060 Lincoln penny begins with the modern era of the United States Mint, the era when machines were fast, production was huge, and billions of coins were entering circulation every year. But even in this high-speed era, mistakes happened. Small imperfections, slight misstrikes, unusual die polishing marks, off-centers, doubled elements, misaligned strikes, and unique surface textures. And it is exactly these tiny imperfections that can turn a normal penny into a high-value coin. That is why collectors today are eagerly hunting the 2060 penny in fresh rolls, bank boxes, and coin lots, hoping to find that one high-grade or rarer penny that can bring a massive return in the current market. The 2060 penny comes from the Denver Mint, the powerhouse of American coin production. Denver produced millions of these coins, but not all of them survived in perfect condition. Many went through circulation, scratches, hits, damage, and environmental wear. But the few remaining in mint state condition, especially the bright, original red lustrous pieces, are now the superstars of auctions. Collector demand for these high-grade cents has increased sharply because more and more people are entering the market, and competition is rising with every passing month. And when demand increases, prices jump, and this is exactly what has happened with the 2060 penny. One of the most fascinating things about this coin is how modern cents suddenly started showing serious value in the marketplace. People used to think only older coins were worth money. But now modern cents like the 2060 are proving that rarity does not always depend on age. Rarity also depends on condition, the strike, the errors, and how many survive in perfect shape. That is why the price of this penny keeps rising, and some collectors are even predicting that in the coming years, high-grade 2060 cents might cross the $1,000 mark if the trend continues. So why exactly is this penny worth so much today? The answer lies in the combination of scarcity in high quality, intense collector demand, and the competition among grading companies to identify the highest grade examples. Collectors are now paying premium prices for coins with deep red surfaces, no scratches, sharp details on Lincoln's beard and jacket, clean fields, and strong mint luster. These perfect condition coins are very rare because most pennies enter circulation immediately and lose their mint shine. But the few that survived untouched, the few that were stored in rolls or came from unsearched hoards, are now bringing huge prices. The current market value of the top-grade 2060 Lincoln penny is an amazing $898.952. Yes, a modern penny with the face value of just 1 cent is now crossing hundreds of dollars in real market sales. Dealers, auction houses, and private collectors are all showing strong interest. And every time a new high-value sale happens, the excitement in the coin community grows even stronger. But that is not the only reason this coin is becoming a hot topic. There are also rare error varieties of the 2060 penny that can push the value even higher. Some coins show doubling in the date or the Liberty letters, some show unusual metal stretching, some show die cracks, and some even show off-center striking. These rare mistakes can multiply the value dramatically because collectors love unique one-of-a-kind coins. Even a small error can turn your penny into a goldmine, especially in today's booming market where modern error coins are becoming the stars of online auctions. If you want to find one of these valuable pennies, start checking your pocket change. Search every roll you get from the bank. Look for shiny, bright red cents. Look for sharp details. Look for clean surfaces. Even a simple high-grade 2006D penny can bring strong money, and if you get the rare error one, your lucky day might turn into a jackpot. Many people today are finding valuable modern coins simply because they take the time to look carefully. The history of the Lincoln penny also adds to its charm. Since 1909, this coin has been one of the most iconic symbols of American currency. It represents Abraham Lincoln, freedom, unity, and American strength. And when you look at the 2006D penny, you are holding a continuation of a 100-year-long legacy. Every collector feels a sense of pride when adding a Lincoln cent to their collection, especially when it comes with rarity, beauty, and outstanding market value. Today's coin market is hotter than ever before. Online platforms, auction houses, and private collectors are constantly competing to secure the finest examples. And this competition pushes prices higher and higher. The 2006D penny is now one of the most demanded modern cents because collectors want to complete their modern sets, and high-grade pieces are very difficult to find. This demand, combined with low survival of mint-state coins, is the main reason behind the skyrocketing prices. So if you are a collector, a beginner, a treasure hunter, or simply someone who loves history and rare items, pay close attention to this penny. One small 1-cent coin could be worth a lot of money. $898.952 is the current strong value in today's market, and sellers are getting this price because buyers know how hard it is to find these coins in perfect shape. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep watching USA Coins 1 because this channel will continue bringing you the most shocking coin values, the rarest finds, and the latest market updates. Do not. Today we are diving deep into the world of the Lincoln pennies, and not just any penny. We are talking about the Liberty 2011D Lincoln penny, a modern coin that is shaking the collecting world with surprising prices, shocking market jumps, and hidden errors worth serious money. If you think modern pennies are not valuable, think again, because today's coin can leave you stunned. So sit tight, polish your coins, and let's open the treasure box of the 2011D Lincoln penny. The 2011D Lincoln penny belongs to the Shield Reverse era, a design that honors the long legacy of the 1-cent coin. When you hold this penny in your hand, you're not just holding a copper-plated zinc coin. You are holding a piece of American history, a tribute to Abraham Lincoln, and a reminder that even the smallest coin can carry the biggest stories. The Denver Mint produced millions of these pennies, but only a tiny fraction are valuable, and those rare pieces are breaking expectations in the current market. Collectors all over the world are now chasing the finest examples of the 2011D penny. Why is that? The answer is simple. Quality, rarity, and unexpected error varieties. Because the 2011D penny, in top grade, is showing explosive demand in auctions. Coin collectors love high-grade shield pennies, especially from the early 2010s, and that demand is pushing prices higher every single year. If you think a penny cannot reach big numbers, let me tell you, the 2011D is proving otherwise. A perfect quality example can touch values like $0.898-$0.951 in current market estimations. Yes, nearly $900,000 in extreme cases where coins reach impossible perfection or exhibit dramatic mint errors.